IRMS is something which has now been introduced in the system, and Indian officers into Indian Railways would be now taking the IRMS route and will be selected through the Indian Railway Management Services, which will be through the UPSC. So UPSC examination is something which really tests you and tests not only your knowledge but also your patience, your personality, your ability to take challenges, your ability in different scenarios and things like that. And it's such a rigorous examination that over a period of taking that exam and also the way in which you prepare that exam, so it really tests your personality, because you have to be then being the flag bearers of the Indian bureaucracy. And therefore, I'm sure for preparing for UPSC, you have to have a clear grasp on one of these subjects. But before that, you'll have to have really a lot of concept clarity on the various subjects that are taken up in the CSAT. So you have to be really jack of all and master of one subject. And then one thing leading to another. After you've qualified for the mains, you have to then work on your personality a bit for the interviews and all. So that is definitely there. But then I would suggest generally what you have to do while taking exams, you have to be very clear as to what you're preparing for. That is number one. Then you have to, goal setting will come definitely, and that would come definitely by referring to the previous so many years question papers. So then you kind of get an idea as to what is expected out of you in that subject or in that paper. So before taking, you have to really do a lot of due diligence as far as how the things were in the previous year's question paper. So all these question papers you have to consult, and then you really arrive. So that is a way of reverse engineering, as we say, that you have to get to the crux of what is expected out of you in that paper. Once that is clear, then you have to stick to values like regularity. So regularity is something which is very, very important. Small steps daily. Then sincerity, in the way that if you've decided that you are sticking to that 4 hours daily routine, maybe 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, and maybe some group discussions with your fellow people. So sincerity, regularity would come hand in hand, because something that you've decided, so you have to very sincerely stick to it. And then obviously consulting good material, so something which is again very, very important. So you have to really be very, very clear as to which material, which specific study material that you have to stick to, because there is so much it's an ocean really in the market. And so you have to because you can almost drown if you are not clear and not handheld as to what is to be read. So that is then. And then obviously the guidance. If you are preparing for a subject, you have to have really good guidance. So all these good tutors who are in the market as of now, you have to get hold of one of them, and so that you can really have good guidance and hand holding is really something which really takes you places. Do's and don'ts ka to yahi hai ki you have to be regular, you have to be sincere, you have to have a proper guidance in place, you have to have proper reading material in place. And don'ts mein to you have to make sure that you are not fooling anyone. It is very easy to say that you are preparing for IRMS, you're preparing for UPSC, but just making a fool of everyone. So you have to be sincere in your approach. You have to be very, very regular, and successful definitely. So these are the few things. So if you are regular, sincere, and if you are guided well, and you know what to study from, you definitely.